Number 3, the library treasures. You could say that this is the very heart of the Academy. It's an oasis of learning in the city centre, and people come from all over to study the manuscripts, the books, and the other items in the collection here. There's always an historic manuscript on display in the far left corner, and you can look in a minute and see today's treasure. The library is an important centre for anyone studying Irish history and language and archaeology, and even the history of Irish science. You might see some scholars here now, carefully turning pages with gloved hands as time ticks by under the watchful gaze of the librarians. The Academy's most treasured possessions are its manuscripts, and it has the world's finest collection of Irish language manuscripts, including the Book of the Dun Cow and the Book of Ballymote. There are also medical and astronomical manuscripts and collections of bardic poetry from the days of the great Gaelic chieftains. The earliest manuscripts were written on calfskin vellum, and they include the infamous Catach, or Battler. And this is a book of Latin psalms that St. Columba is said to have copied in the 6th century, but without the owner's permission, and his theft led to the world's first recorded ruling on copyright, that to every cow its calf, and to every book its copy. But the disagreement with the book's owner still led to a bloody battle, and afterwards Columba fled to Scotland. Later, the O'Donnells of Donegal would carry this book into battle to have God on their side, and hence its name, the Battler, or in Irish, the Catach. For conservation reasons, the Catach is not normally displayed, but images from every page are now available on CD. And many of the other libraries' other manuscripts have also been digitised so that you can now examine them online yourself, and you'll find the link for that project on our website. Other treasures include the Annals of the Four Masters and the Book of Invasions, historical accounts that were handwritten in the 1630s, but not on vellum, this time on paper. And the Academy bought or was given these at various times and now holds them for the nation. The library doesn't just have manuscripts, it also has maps and photographs, letters, including letters from people like Charles Darwin, and of course books. Many of these were bought or given by or belonged to members of the RIA. The Academy has compiled 2 very important Irish dictionaries using the documents in its collection, as librarian Siobhan Fitzpatrick explains.
One of our big modern projects is to compile a dictionary of modern Irish, that is Irish from the year 1600. And the project basically involves compiling the dictionary of using every single word from the word 1600. Before that, we published a dictionary of every single word up to the year 1600. That's called the Dictionary of the Irish Language, and it was a huge project. It took a century to compile, but you can now consult it online.
And again, you'll find a link to the dictionary on our website. All of which is just a flavour of the work that's done here. And if you'd like to know more about the treasures of the library, there is an excellent illustrated book about the collections that is itself a thing of beauty. Ask to see a copy at the library desk. Before we move on, take a few minutes to look at the manuscript that's on display today. Then we'll look at some of the library's historic proclamations. They're on the wall to the right of the door that leads back to the hall.